To install bathroom floor tile? Step-by-step guide. Do you want to elevate the style and functionality of your bathroom? There are lots of options available to achieve a satisfying bathroom look. But installing or putting tiles on your bathroom floor can be a cost-effective, charming, and easy way to achieve it. However, before enjoying this, you should know the process of how to install bathroom floor tile perfectly. Installing bathroom floor tiles will achieve by following the simple steps: gathering materials and tools, preparing the surface, planning the layout, applying tile adhesive, placing tiles with spacers, cutting tiles where necessary, applying grout, etc. are the primary steps. In this step-by-step guide, I will walk you through the process of installing bathroom floor tiles so that you can achieve the best results. Also, as an experienced, I know what mistakes will happen. I'll discuss them too. Gather materials and tools: bathroom floor tiles of your choice, tile adhesive, tile spacers, grout sealer, if using porous tiles, masking tape, if needed for creating design patterns, water measuring tape, chalk line, level notch trowel, rubber float, tile cutter or tile saw, sponge bucket supply. Bathroom floor tile time: a few days to a week. Average cost to install bathroom floor tile: $200 to $600. 10 steps to install bathroom floor tile. Beginners can do. Installing tile floors in the bathroom requires genuine skills and basic knowledge. Without having prior knowledge or following the correct steps, you can't sit a tile, let alone complete the projects. This is why I'll share with you a complete step-by-step guide below. Step 1. Prepare the surface. Ensure that the subfloor is thoroughly cleaned, removing any dirt, debris, or residues. Inspect the surface for cracks, holes, or uneven areas. Repair any imperfections by filling them with appropriate materials and smoothing them out. If your subfloor is made of wood, it's recommended to install a cement backer board. Secure the backer board to the subfloor using screws, creating a solid and stable base for the tiles. Step 2. Plan the layout. Begin by finding the center of the bathroom floor using measuring tape and chalk lines. This will be your starting point for laying the tiles. Dry lay some tiles starting from this center point, moving outward. This process allows you to visualize how the tiles will fit and make necessary adjustments. Remember to avoid having very thin or small tiles at the edges and entrance, so adjust the layout accordingly for a balanced appearance. Step 3. Apply adhesive. Mix the tile adhesive to the appropriate consistency. Start working in one quadrant of the room. Using a notch trowel, spread a layer of adhesive onto the subfloor. The notches in the trowel help create ridges that ensure proper adhesion. Work in manageable sections, as you don't want the adhesive to dry out before you place the tiles. Step 4. Lay the tiles. Place each tile onto the adhesive, pressing down firmly. Use a slight twisting motion as you press to help set the tile in the adhesive evenly. As you lay each tile, insert tile spacers between them to maintain consistent gaps. These gaps will later be filled with grout. Pay attention to the layout you planned earlier, and make sure the tiles are aligning correctly. Step 5. Cut tiles as needed. Measure the areas along the edges, corners, and near fixtures where full tiles won't fit. Mark these tiles for cutting. Using a tile cutter or a wet saw, carefully cut the tiles according to the measurements. Double-check the fit before applying adhesive and placing the cut tiles into the gaps. Precision is key here to ensure a seamless appearance. Step 6. Allow adhesive to set. After laying all the tiles, allow the adhesive to set as per the manufacturer's guidelines. This usually takes around 24 hours. Avoid walking on the tiles during this time to ensure they adhere properly to the subfloor. Step 7. Apply grout. Mix the grout according to the manufacturer's instructions. Choose a color that complements your tiles. Using a rubber float held at a 45-degree angle, press the grout into the spaces between the tiles. Work diagonally across the tiles to ensure thorough coverage. The grout fills the gaps and stabilizes the tiles, so take your time to ensure each gap is properly filled. Step 8. Clean excess grout. Wait about 15 to 20 minutes after applying the grout. Then, using a damp sponge, gently wipe away excess grout from the tile surfaces. Rinse the sponge frequently and avoid pressing too hard, as this might dislodge the grout from the gaps. Continue wiping until the tiles are clean and the grout lines are smooth and even. Step 9. Allow grout to cure. After cleaning, allow the grout to cure for the duration specified by the manufacturer. Typically, this takes around 3 days. During this time, avoid walking on the tiles to prevent any damage to the curing grout. Step 10. Apply grout sealer. Once the grout is fully cured, apply a grout sealer according to the manufacturer's instructions. This step helps protect the grout from stains, water, and moisture. Apply the sealer evenly to the grout lines, allowing it to penetrate and create a barrier. Best ways to install bathroom floor tile. There are several methods to install bathroom floor tiles. The choice of method depends on factors like the type of tiles you're using, the condition of the subfloor, and personal preferences. Here are a few common methods. Thinset mortar method. This is the most traditional method. It involves applying a layer of thin-set mortar to the subfloor using a notched trowel. The tiles are then pressed into the mortar and spaced using tile spacers. Once the mortar dries, grout is applied in the gaps between the tiles. Peel and stick tile method. Some tiles come with a peel and stick backing. This method involves simply removing the backing and sticking the tiles directly onto the prepared subfloor. While it's easier and quicker, it's important to ensure the subfloor is clean and even. Snap-together tile method. Snap-together tiles have interlocking edges that fit together like a puzzle. These tiles are often used for DIY projects because they require minimal tools and adhesives. They're suitable for floating floors where the tiles don't adhere directly to the subfloor. Floating floor method. In this method, tiles are laid over an underlayment, often a foam or cork layer. The tiles aren't directly adhered to the subfloor. This method is useful for rooms with some movement, as the tiles can expand and contract without cracking. Uncoupling membrane method. Uncoupling membranes are waterproof, flexible sheets that go between the subfloor and the tile. They help prevent cracks from transferring to the tile surface. This method is ideal for preventing movement-related cracks. Epoxy adhesive method. Epoxy adhesive is a strong and durable option, especially for areas exposed to moisture. It's suitable for both the subfloor and the tiles, creating a solid bond. Radiant heating method. If you're considering adding radiant floor heating, this method involves embedding heating elements in the underlayment before laying the tiles. The tiles are then installed over the heated subfloor. Safety considerations when installing bathroom floor tile. Installing a bathroom tile floor can be effortless with proper knowledge and safety considerations. Safety is paramount when installing bathroom tile flooring. Here are important safety considerations to keep in mind: personal protective equipment, PPE, wear appropriate safety gear, including safety goggles, gloves, and a dust mask. These protect you from tile shards, dust, and chemical irritants. Respiratory protection. When cutting tiles or working with adhesive, wear a properly fitting dust mask to avoid inhaling potentially harmful dust particles. Eye protection. Safety goggles or protective glasses shield your eyes from flying debris, tile splinters, and any accidental splashes of adhesive or grout. Gloves. Use gloves to protect your hands from the sharp edges of tiles, as well as from the chemicals in adhesives and grout. Ventilation. Ensure proper ventilation in the work area to reduce dust and fumes. Open windows and doors, and consider using fans to improve air circulation. Electrical safety. If using power tools, make sure they are properly grounded, and cords are in good condition. Avoid using wet tools near electrical outlets. Sharp tools handling. Handle tile cutters and wet saws carefully to prevent cuts. Keep your hands away from the cutting area, and use tools according to their instructions. Slip and fall prevention. During and after tile installation, be cautious of wet surfaces. Place warning signs, and use slip-resistant shoes to prevent accidents. Lifting and carrying. Lift heavy tiles and materials using proper lifting techniques. Avoid overexertion, and ask for assistance when needed. Chemical safety. Adhesives, grouts, and sealers contain chemicals. Follow manufacturer guidelines for proper use, storage, and disposal.